My name is Shine Westover, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me. As for my education, I'm going into my second year of nursing at University of Detroit Mercy. At the end of my 4 years, I'll have my bachelor's in science and nursing. For education, I think the most important thing moving from high school to college is studying. Going into my first semester, I had no idea how to study. I didn't even know I needed to study. I just thought it'd be the same as high school, where they give you a study guide, you kind of just figure out what you need to know a little bit, and then you do multiple choice and figure out which one's not it, and then it's probably that one type thing. But that's not it at all. A lot of my tests, especially in anatomy, were written, and when I had completely failed my first test, I completely broke down. I had no idea what I was doing wrong. I was like, I literally went to my mom and I was like, please help me, because I have no idea what I'm doing right now. My mom is a nurse, so she was a really, really great study material for me. She always knew how to make me understand or make me remember something. So I used her a lot in my first semester. My second semester, I figured out how to study, so I could just read the stuff, know what I needed to know, and go and take the test and do well. As for the actual learning part, I think the most important and the coolest aspect of our bodies is homeostasis. Homeostasis is like a checks and balance for your body. So everything like your blood pressure, your temperature, the acidity of certain environments all has to be in a particular range, and it's different for everything. Like the acidity of your stomach is not the same as your small intestine or your large intestine. And I think that's crazy because you don't think about, oh, my acidity in my stomach is a 7.5, and that's a little bit too neutral, you know? So, like, you don't think about that, or you don't think about the temperature of your body unless, you can feel when you're hot, but you're like, oh, my body's 96 degrees right now, and I need to go outside and warm up a little bit, or I need to go take an ice bath because I'm 100 degrees right now. No, your body just sweats and releases the heat. So those are things you don't think about. You don't think about breathing, So for me, that was just the coolest aspect, because you don't know what's happening in your body, and yet it's doing all of this constantly. As for work, I do work in the health field. I do home care with quadriplegics and paraplegics. As for that, I'm not really allowed to say too much because of HIPAA, but I can say that I love it. I love helping people. I love being able to be like, hey, your skin's looking a little bit blue today. Maybe we should try rubbing it and seeing if the circulation will pick up, or something like that. Being able to notice something and be able to react to it is one of the most important parts of nursing. And I'm thankful because I'm already learning how to do a lot of high-tech things. So I don't start my clinicals, which is like I go to different hospitals and start learning things and watching people, until my winter semester in my second year. And I've already learned how to do like cathing and bowel programs and transfers and things like that we're supposed to learn in clinicals. So I'm a step ahead of my class. As for my interests, I love to paint, I love to read, and I have 4 dogs. I have 3 boxers and 1 Pomeranian poodle, and I love them to earth's end. Fun fact, boxers are not able to swim unless you teach them. Some are, but most boxers have a really, really high muscle mass, and so they just sink. So I ended up going out and buying my 3 boxers life jackets, and I've been teaching them how to swim this summer. So I think that's all I have to say about me, but thanks for listening.